But yeah, so we'll go on to the last one for today. And I never thought I'd pick a Commanders player, but yeah, we're going for Ben Sinnott, who looks good. Look at this is £5 difference. Look at the size here.
Yeah.
Compared to Sanders. It's just like, what the? Yeah, maybe he's got bigger pads. I don't know, but
maybe
it just looks good.
Might have thicker pads.
And he can play in the cold, which is handy for Washington.
I'll let you start because I'm excited about this tight end.
Oh no, I know it's just, well, Ken, he could be a good, like, so obviously they've got their own rookie quarterback as well. He does like to run, but they two will be training together from the start, and he just looks good. You know, I mean, they've got Dotson. I like Dotson a lot, and he's burned a few people, including myself, last year. Got McLaren, who's also a bit hit and miss sometimes. He will have some cracking catches, but then he might disappear for it. But I think he could get some targets in this game, and he can just barrel through people. I know this is in college, and they're not as big as NFL players, but he look how hard he is to bring down.
Yeah.
It's like he's carrying him on his back. I mean, so yeah, he's just and he does a little hurdle as well. I'm pretty sure I'll get an extra 10 yards out of that one just by dragging him along with my feet. But yeah, he just looks good, and I may, but especially with the extra point of Titans, this one could be another target in later rounds, maybe even before Sanders. But
yeah, so
he doesn't shy away.
For me, he could be. He's probably more of a steal in the later rounds than what a Sanders will be, solely because of Zach Ertz.
Yeah.
People will be put off because of Zach Ertz. As my laptop reminds me, I've got 15 minutes before I'll be honest, great. So I think people will be put off by him from Zach Ertz, but Zach Ertz a lot older, a lot less durable.
Yeah, and he can't stay healthy.
You could steal this guy, especially in the OrkneyBowl, defensive players thrown in there and things like that. You could steal this guy late. He could, again, with the premium, people need to remember in the OrkneyBowl, with the premium, he could be like an absolute steal. Because if you look at his measurables, his hands, his arms, his weight, and his arm span, and low end of the scale for a tight end. But his 40, his shuttle, his 10-yard are all top end. His vertical, broad jump, and 3-cone are exceptional. When targeted in college, when targeted by his QB, he's a 112.9. Better blocking abilities than Sanders, meaning you put him on the line as an extra lineman blocking. How many times is a tight end on the line meant to be blocking, shed his block, and then cut out for a cheap reception? Like, people looking at intermediate routes or where he excels, he's still all right at short yardage. He could just become like a real steal, especially like OrkneyBowl like scoring. He could be. I don't think a lot of people will go anywhere near him solely because of Zach Ertz, because he's a well-known name. He's a good offensive threat, but people need to remember Zach Ertz is a lot older now and a lot less durable. This guy, like you pointed to, he just looks like a fucking shed.
Yeah, and obviously, as it's best ball season, there have been quite a few, especially the free ones and dump it, and even the slightest bit of tight end premium, he's usually my second or third tight end I'm picking up later in the draft.
No, definitely.
So luckily, not many people watch this, so nobody get my draft strategy in my division, because nobody will be watching it. So it's all right.
I'll start getting wind of this now. I'm like, oh, Johnny's on there.
And if you are in my division, forget I even mentioned this one.
I was lying. I was just joking.
Aye, I like Bellinger. Shut up.
No.
Although I have drafted the new tight end as well for the Giants.
I think Bellinger.
But I like Bellinger, especially that touchdown he scored at Tottenham Stadium against the Packers. That was lovely.
I think Bellinger just lost out because of Darren Waller being there.
Waller.
I think he was serviceable before he picked up that injury. And we might get into Theo Johnson, because I think he's another tight end who could work out being all right. All the size deciding to do, he could become like a serviceable weapon. But Ben Sinnott,
You're now talking about all my sleepers.
All right,
I've got Theo in a few places too, because I just
Ben Sinnott for me. When you talk overall fantasy, he's dynasty. He's 100%. You'll be daft not to pick him up.